Have you ever looked back and realized that what once seemed so important now barely matters? We pour so much of ourselves into things when we're younger, things we think matter. As we grow older, our perspectives shift, and our priorities change in unexpected ways. It's like a weight lifts and you see things with fresh eyes. You see what truly matters. That's what we're going to uncover today. 9 surprising things that stop making sense after you turn 60. Things that might just make you nod your head and say, you know what? That's so true. So, if you're ready to embrace this new chapter with confidence and a little bit of laughter, get comfortable, because you're in the right place. Let's dive right in. Let's dive into our first realization: chasing trends and fads. Remember when keeping up with the latest fashion, the hottest tech gadgets, or even the trending diets seemed essential? Whether it was rocking the bold neon of the 80s or joining in on the avocado toast craze of recent years, staying in the know felt like a must. We thought it kept us young, connected, relevant. But as we mature, something wonderful happens. We begin to realize that true style is timeless. It comes from within. It's about embracing who we are, not what others dictate. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. It's about finding joy in the things that resonate with us, not the fleeting whims of the masses. We start to ask ourselves, does this really bring me joy? Does this really reflect who I am? And slowly we begin to shed those layers of external validation and step into our own authentic selves. It's not that we become oblivious to the world around us. It's more that we develop a discerning eye. We choose what we allow into our lives, what we give our energy to. We realize that true happiness doesn't come from keeping up with the Joneses, but from nurturing our own gardens, both literally and figuratively. It's about finding contentment in the simple pleasures, the things that truly matter. So let go of that pressure to chase every new trend. Embrace the freedom that comes with defining your own style, your own pace, your own version of fabulous. Now let's talk about something that many of us feel shifts dramatically after we turn 60, the urge to keep up with the Joneses. For those unfamiliar with the term, keeping up with the Joneses refers to the practice of measuring your wealth and social standing against those of your neighbors or peers. When we're younger, this competition can feel all-consuming. We compare our homes, our cars, our vacations, our clothes, always striving to have the latest and greatest. We think, if they have it, I need it too. But as we age, we gain a different perspective. We begin to realize that true wealth isn't measured in material possessions. It's about the richness of our experiences, the depth of our relationships, and the peace we find within ourselves. We start to recognize that everyone is on their own unique journey, and comparing ourselves to others is like comparing apples to oranges. It simply doesn't make sense. Instead of trying to keep up, we begin to focus on what truly matters to us. We prioritize spending time with loved ones, pursuing our passions, and making a difference in the world. We realize that the most fulfilling life is one lived authentically, on our own terms, not defined by societal expectations or the perceived successes of others. So, let go of that need to impress. Embrace the freedom that comes with defining success on your own terms. Choose to live a life that's true to you, a life filled with purpose and meaning. After 60, many of us start to let go of that need for perfection. We've learned that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not have all the answers. In fact, that's where the real growth happens, you know? When we embrace our flaws, when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, that's when we truly connect with ourselves and others. We start to prioritize what truly matters: our health, our loved ones, our passions. We trade in the pursuit of perfection for the joy of simply being. We start to live a more authentic life, one that's guided by our own values and desires, not by some external pressure. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. How many of you have felt that pressure to be busy all the time? I know I have. It's like we wear our busyness as a badge of honor, don't we? Like the more we cram into our schedules, the more important and successful we must be. Remember when we used to brag about how little sleep we got, how many meetings we had, how many errands we ran in a day? It was like a competition to see who could be the busiest. But here's the thing, that kind of go, go, go mentality, it catches up with you. It leads to burnout, to stress, to neglecting our own needs. And honestly, it prevents us from truly savoring the good stuff in life. After 60, a lot of us start to realize that it's not about how much we do, but about how we spend our time. We start to prioritize quality over quantity. We say no to obligations that don't light us up. We make time for things that bring us joy, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or simply relaxing and recharging. This stage of life is a gift, you know? It's a time to slow down, to appreciate the simple things, to focus on what truly matters. It's about being present in each moment, instead of constantly rushing to the next one. And let me tell you, that shift in perspective, it's life-changing. Our bodies, they talk to us, don't they? They give us little signs and signals all the time. But sometimes we're so busy, so caught up in the hustle and bustle of life that we don't listen. We ignore those aches and pains. We push through the fatigue. We tell ourselves we'll rest later. We'll take care of ourselves later. But as we get older, we start to realize that our bodies are not invincible. We understand that those whispers, those little aches and pains, they're trying to tell us something. They're asking us to slow down, to pay attention, to take care of ourselves. After 60, many of us start to make our health a priority. We listen to our bodies and give them the rest they need. We nourish ourselves with healthy foods and move our bodies in ways that feel good. We prioritize sleep, stress management, and regular checkups. We realize that our health is our most precious asset, and we start treating it that way. It's not about trying to look younger, it's about feeling our best. It's about having the energy to do the things we love, to spend time with the people who matter most. It's about living a long, healthy, and vibrant life. And that, my friends, is something worth listening to. Self first. Now, I'm not saying you should disregard the feelings of others altogether. Compassion and empathy are still so important. But it's about setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing your own well-being. When you're content, you're in a better position to show up for the people you love. This is the time to hone in on what brings you joy. What makes your heart sing? Pursue those things, even if they seem unconventional. You've earned the right to live a life that lights you up. When you start living authentically, you might be surprised by who sticks around. The people who truly love you will celebrate your growth. So let go of the need to please everyone and step into the freedom of being your most genuine self. Trust me, it's a beautiful thing. Success was often measured by material possessions. The bigger the house, the fancier the car, the more expensive the clothes. But true fulfillment comes from something deeper. It's about the connections we make, the stories we share, the moments that take our breath away. Those are the things that truly matter. Now is the time to embrace adventure, to say yes to new opportunities, to create a treasure trove of memories. Take that trip, learn a new language, pick up a paintbrush, try that dance class. Life is too short to put your dreams on hold. It's about the legacy you leave behind. A life filled with adventure, laughter, and love. Go out there and create unforgettable memories. We begin to understand that the past, while it shaped us, doesn't define us. Instead of dwelling on regrets, we start savoring the present moment. The laughter of loved ones, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the simple pleasures that make life so rich. This isn't about forgetting the past. It's about making peace with it. So let's unburden ourselves from the weight of the past and embrace the freedom that comes with living fully in the now. Remember when we were younger, always worried about what others thought, trying to fit in, be agreeable, never rock the boat? Honey, let me tell you, there's a certain liberation that comes with age. It's like we've earned the right to say what we really think. For so long, many of us, especially women, were taught to be polite, to be pleasers. But after 60, something shifts. We realize that our opinions, our perspectives, they matter. We've lived, we've learned, and we have a wealth of wisdom to share. This isn't about being disagreeable or difficult. It's about authenticity. It's about honoring our truth and sharing it with the world, even if it ruffles a few feathers along the way. Because you know what? Those feathers, they'll settle. But our voices, they deserve to be heard. Deserve to. Once we give ourselves permission to speak our minds, something magical happens. We attract like-minded people. We engage in more meaningful conversations. We become a force for positive change. It's not always easy, I'll admit. There might be pushback, disagreements, even a little discomfort. But on the other side of that discomfort, that's where true freedom lies. This newfound confidence in expressing ourselves, it's contagious. It inspires others to do the same. It creates a ripple effect of authenticity that spreads far and wide. So let your voice be heard. Share your wisdom, your experiences, your unique perspective. The world needs to hear what you have to say. As we wrap up today's video, let's revisit the 9 things that stop making sense after 60. Letting go of chasing trends. comparing ourselves to others, and the pursuit of perfection. Remember how freeing it felt? Listening to our bodies, valuing quality time, and prioritizing experiences. Embracing our authentic selves and finding joy in the present moment. It's about living with intention and purpose. Remember, it's never too late to create a life you love. Embrace these changes, my friends, and watch how your world transforms. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and share your thoughts below. Until next time, take care.